Hello, everybody. Welcome to Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk podcast. Tonight we are doing our WrestleMania 40 picks, and we got some guests coming on the show. I'm going to bring on main event Jay. What's up, Jay?
What's going on, buddy?
Reese, what's happening?
What's up, fella?
Not much. So, guys, tonight we are going over our WrestleMania 40 picks. Live from Philly. We're in Philly tonight, boys. At least I think we're in Philly. I'm not sure where we're at, but we're close.
If we were in Philly, you could smell the urine.
Oh, I smell it. I smell it. Filthy fucking Philly. I smell it. Anyway, so guys, when I set this show up, I said to you guys, hey, I want you to bring on a guest. So each of you are going to get a guest to bring on. Don't know who it is. I know who mine is, and I'm going to bring him on first thing. I'm sure Jens can guess who it is. This man has his own 50,000 podcasts. He's the mayor of Indiana, Pennsylvania, the owner of the APWF that's coming back in June. Bad Bubba Brewer.
Well, thanks, Larry. The mayor? Oh,
well,
wow.
Well, you're known out there, guy.
Well, I was trying to be a borough council member. You're giving me a little bit more than I really need to be, but thanks.
Absolutely. Welcome to the show.
Well, glad to be here.
It's been a while.
It has, but it's like you said, I have like 80 million podcasts, now a wrestling company to run. So I actually markered you guys in.
Yeah, we appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you.
I know you're a very busy man, and so busy I was on your podcast the other night.
Well, I shared your guys's right now, so
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
I try.
So Bubba, we got more guests. Reese, tell us a little bit about who your guest is tonight.
Well, this guest is a lifelong wrestling fan. Pretty sure he chooses WWE over AEW. He is a big indie wrestling fan out of Indiana County.
Oh, wow.
Oh, another Indiana County guy.
Something about Indiana County, man, and wrestling, man.
Must be the water.
Yeah, it's got to be. It is. It is none other than Jim Lentz.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Jim? Welcome to the show.
Good, bro. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. You ready to talk some wrestling?
Oh, born ready, brother. Yeah, lots to talk about tonight, though.
Awesome. And I'm sure you know the man beside you, Bad Bubba Brewer. He's my guest for the show.
Absolutely.
You know Bad Bubba Brewer?
Hi, Jim.
Fucking legend.
Soon to be the mayor, I heard.
That's what I keep hearing.
Yeah.
Yes. Absolutely. And don't forget, Jim, owner of the APWF.
Oh, yes. I will be there in June. Show my support.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
You got it.
And next up, my favorite person in the whole fucking world. I just love to introduce this man. I call him the grumpy cat because he never smiles. Main event Jay, what's happening?
What's going on?
Who is your guest tonight?
Well, I want you.
Tell us a little bit about your guest. I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm excited.
Yeah, you better pay close attention.
Nothing can shit on my parade tonight, boys. It's WrestleMania fucking weekend. We're close to the show. We got Bad Bubba Brewer on the show. Jim Lentz. What can go wrong?
Well, that's 3 F-bombs. 3 F-bombs in less than a sentence. You got me beat already.
Well, there goes our algorithm.
Yeah. Okay, so let me bring my guest on. He is none other than the reigning, defending, undisputed, well,
Oh,
disputed by one shithead,
Oh no.
Imagine Wrestling heavyweight champion, the world beater, Chris Coleman.
Nice.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening, Chris.
Good evening, sir.
Oh, Larry.
hang on a minute here.
What's the matter,
Well,
King?
I think it's raining over there now.
Why
What's
would
the
you
matter,
bring?
buddy?
I'm trying to tell you if you quit interrupting me. Why are you bringing on the world cheater on
First
my
off,
podcast?
this is not your podcast. If you don't remember from a couple years ago, you own 1/3, I own 1/3, and Reese owns 1/3. So you can quit calling it your podcast solely. Secondly, this man needs a forum, and he is welcome to come on this podcast at any time he likes. And he was gracious enough to come on tonight, my longtime close personal friend, Chris Coleman.
Pleasure to be here. Larry, I understand you're upset, but that's not very kingly of you to immediately begin disrespecting a guest.
I'm very sorry for that, sir. However, if I don't like a person, I'm going to make sure that they know that I don't like them.
And
No.
I have duly noted that.
How can you not like Chris?
What, Bubba? Every time we talk on your podcast, every time he cheats. He cheats to win. I'm tired of him cheating. But you know what? I'm going to be the bigger person. No pun intended. Here, no fat jokes, you bastards. Lund, Reese. I know you're thinking it. I'm going to be the bigger man, and I'm going to be nice tonight for you, Chris Coleman, since it's WrestleMania weekend.
I appreciate that. That is quite the kingly gesture.
Thank you. But anyway, boys, let's get down. Let's talk about something before we get into the WrestleMania. Okay, everybody knows Chris. Me and Chris, this is all a joke. I love Chris. Chris is awesome.
I didn't know that. Really?
Yeah, that's news to me.
Oh, absolutely.
Larry, kayfabe. Kayfabe.
Hey, Fade.
We can only do it for so long. I mean, we run a podcast once every 4 months. We keep going like this. It's going to be like the Roman Reigns saga for 3 years.
Bubba,
We
have you
can't
ever
do
seen
that.
somebody ruin a goddamn gimmick so quickly?
Quick. It wasn't even a minute in.
That's faster than the Shockmaster.
Yeah.
Oh, anyway. Yeah.
The
But
new guy
hey,
was captain,
guys,
and then you just crashed into the ground.
yeah. Listen, before we get into the WrestleMania picks, did you just watch Dynamite last night? The opening of Dynamite.
No, I missed it.
Did anybody?
Yeah.
I did.
So
Okay,
Copeland comes out.
Okay, clue us in here.
Copeland comes out and he does his promo. He was talking about all the negativity spewing this week, yada yada yada. Do you guys think it was in response to the CM Punk interview?
100%, yes.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
had to be.
Okay. And then he quotes, AEW is where the best wrestle. That was clearly a shot at CM Punk.
I actually
Yes.
think that's going to be their new tagline. That's the new WCW where the big boys play.
Yeah, but the timing's just bad.
Well, and that was a joke because back in the day that the larger, slower athletes worked for New York. They didn't work for Crockett. They worked for New York.
Exactly.
The workers worked in the Carolinas. The
Right.
big bodybuilders worked in New York.
Yep.
And then he did his spiel, with the promo about that, and then he introduced Will Ospreay. Couldn't even say Ospreay right. He said Ospreay. Did anybody else catch that?
Everybody pronounces it different ways, whether it's osprey, osprey, ostrich, ocean spray. Whatever. The dude's a good athlete. He can cut a good promo, but nobody can get his goddamn name right.
Yes. Hi, Nathan. Bill. Let's see who else is watching. Jeff Reese. Lakin. Craig Fitzpatrick. Hello. I saw Big Mike's watching. But anyway, real quick, we'll talk about the CM Punk interview. Did anybody else see that? Watch it?
I've seen clips. I didn't watch it in its entirety.
Same.
Yeah.
Man, if you have time, make sure you go watch it, the full thing. You have to watch it.
From what I've seen, he's not wrong.
No,
and you have to have guys like Edge go out there and cut promos and stuff, because if you send Tony out there, he's going to be all bug-eyed like one of those stress balls where you squeeze and the eyes are coming out of his head. Yeah. Thanks, guys.
But at least Tony didn't go on Twitter or X and do it.
Right.
He finally did something right and stayed off of there.
Right. He didn't have his people type out 47 tweets to reply to what CM Punk said.
Craig Fitzpatrick says Chris Coleman is the best in Imagine Wrestling. He and the Watch make the show.
Much appreciated. We certainly try to do our best to bring Imagine Wrestling what it needs.
Very cool. All right, boys. Well, now's the time. We're going to get into our WrestleMania picks. We're just going to go right down. We'll go from left to or right to left, whatever. It'll go JJ, Reese. Then we'll go Coleman, Jim, and then Bubba last.
Oh, I'm last? Awesome.
Bubba,
What was
the anchor.
What? Hey, Bubba, one more main event, huh?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Nia Jax all the way.
Get the hell out of here.
Don't get him started.
Nobody's looking for the refrigerator.
Damn.
Oh, man. All right, guys. So first up on the list, we got WWE Women's Championship, Bayley versus Io Sky.
We're
JJ, who you taking?
I'm gonna go Bayley.
New champion Bayley, huh?
Yeah, I like that tuchus she got.
Reese, who you got?
I'm gonna go with Bayley as well.
Very cool. Chris Coleman.
3 for 3 so far. I agree. I think Bayley's going to take this one.
Jim Lentz.
Yeah, I'm going to go 4-4 also. I think the Io Sky reign was great. It was fun, but I think it's gotten cold. I think Bayley takes this one also.
It's colder than JJ's heart. I agree with you on that one. Bubba, who you got in this match?
Well, I'm not going against a 14-year-old kid, so all my picks, I don't have to put a lot of energy into, and I'm not going to. And Chris is already shaking his head. And on your show, Larry, I'm going for the craziness, and I'm taking Io Sky to retain her title.
Oh, the one-off. All right, I like it.
Wow.
He's a leader, not a follower.
Absolutely. All right, next up, we got the Women's World Championship. Becky Lynch going up against Rhea Ripley. Oh, and by the way, I got Bayley winning the first match, but I forgot to give mine. So, JJ, who do you got?
Mommy.
You think she's retaining, huh?
I do. Yeah.
All right. Reese?
I'm going to get Becky on this one.
Are you really?
Yeah. I'm getting bored with Rhea as champion.
How dare you?
James.
Sorry for swearing. Lord, I apologize.
Right. How can you say you're getting bored with it? It's It's not like we don't see her. I mean, she's always on Raw.
You're gonna, you know what, Reese, you're gonna get a Stern talking to.
Okay. I can't wait for this.
We'll do it off air.
Chris, who do you got in this match?
I have Rhea Ripley here. I don't think they're gonna switch both women's titles. I think Rhea Ripley retains here. And she retains night 1. Bailey takes the title on night 2.
Okay. Jim?
Yeah, I feel the same way. I gotta disagree with Reese. I think Rhea's been the draw. She's been the cat's ass. She's the sexy golf chick who sounds like Bluey. I think there's no way that they pull the ball from her just yet.
Very cool. Bubba?
Well, I'm gonna say since I picked Io Sky Saturday, I'm going with Becky Lynch to take the title Sunday.
All right.
I'm already
Can't go wrong.
I'm be 0 for 2. I'm be 0 for 2.
I'm also going to take Rhea Ripley. I think she retains. So, Craig Fitzpatrick says even the man can't take down mommy. All right. All right. Next up, we got the Triple Threat U.S. Championship. We got Randy Orton going up against KO and Logan Paul. Jay?
Man, I don't know. I don't think Randy Orton or Kevin Owens needs that belt. They need to keep it on Logan Paul.
Reese?
Go. I'm gonna stick with Logan on this one. I think it'll be some shenanigans. Maybe can't remember that dude's name, but the dude that comes out in the Prime outfit, I'm sure he'll get RKO'd.
Oh, his partner. Chris?
I'm gonna go with Randy Orton here. I will never ever pick Logan Paul or anything. I think they need to get that pinhead off of the belt off of him and him off of TV so he can go help his pinhead brother get ready to get his head stoved in by Mike Tyson.
Oh man, I heard that's the case.
Jim?
Yeah, as anti Logan Paul as I am, this one stumped me. I was looking through it before I came on today. They love Logan Paul. I'm going to go Logan Paul.
Wow. Bubba?
Kevin Owens.
That's who I wanted to pick. I don't know. I just can't get it.
Go with your heart, Jim. Go with your heart.
With my heart.
It never lets Bubba down.
Never. Well, it never let. Well, on my show, I picked everything the opposite what I'm picking on this show. So
okay.
I'm
so you're gonna be right either. You're gonna be right some kind of way. You're right.
All right. So everybody's picking. All three people are getting picked in this one. I'm also taking Randy Orton. So, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
I like the diversity on that one. It was good.
Yeah. Okay, so the Intercontinental Championship, we got Sami Zayn going up against the Ring General Gunther. Jay?
Yeah. That's a good story, man, but it just I can't see. Gunther should just retire with that belt. He's brought it back to where it actually means something. And I can't see them taking it off of him.
Reese?
I'm gonna have to go with Walter. He's or Gunther. Gunther, I should say. He's grown on me.
Walter again.
Now Gunther, like Jay said, he's elevated the belt. Definitely should be retaining it and lose it in a higher profile match or a better better matchup.
Okay. Chris?
I will start this off by saying that this match has a good chance of being match of the night. You know, there's really there's really two matches that I could see stealing night one away from the tag match. And that's Rhea Ripley and Becky Lynch, and then this match, Gunther and Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
Sami Zayn 2024 doesn't mean what Sami Zayn meant 2023. So I feel like there's no reason to take the belt off of Gunther and give it to Sami Zayn. So I see Gunther retaining here.
Okay. Jim?
Yeah, I'm thinking more long term for Gunther. I think he's main event material, and I think that Sammy finally takes it off him, and then there's bigger and better things coming for Gunther here in the future. So I'm going to go Gunther. Oh, I'm sorry, Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn.
Now, Jim, which one is it? Is it Gunther or are you taking Sammy? Which one?
Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn. Forgive me.
All right. God, you can't confuse us.
I'm sorry.
Bubba, I can't wait to hear this one.
Well, I'm gonna stick with the obvious, but the reason let me tell you something though. If Chad Gabriel was in the spot of Sami Zayn, I'd be taking Chad, but I gotta go with Gunther
for sure. Yeah.
So let me ask you before Stryker gives his pick. Let me ask you guys: do you think that would be a good spot for them to just smash Braun Breaker over and have him beat Gunther?
Ooh. Wouldn't hurt.
As an opening program, bring him up to the main roster and put him with a guy that can, get really good matches out of him. That would not be a bad idea.
Yeah.
To put Braun Breaker with Gunther.
That'll probably happen at SummerSlam.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Never thought about that.
Yeah.
That's a book it.
Book it. Give me the goddamn pencil.
And I'm going to take Gunther on this one. How can you not take Gunther? But anything can happen in the WWE now, as we know, boys.
Bob, I went with my heart on that one.
I don't think he heard you.
I don't think he did.
He's going over his notes. He's good.
All right. So next up, we got main event Jay going up against Jimmy, brother versus brother. This I feel has the chances of being one of the matches of the night. Jay, what do you think?
Just off of what you said, I've always been a big Usos fan, so I think there's potential for them to maybe not be match of the night, but it could be top 1, 2, or top 3. And Jay, there's gonna be some bullshit and chicanery, and but I'm gonna go with Jay just because.
Did you say charcuterie?
I did not say charcuterie.
Oh, all right. I just wanted to make sure.
Is that a meat and cheese platter?
Yes, Jay.
Yes, it is.
You can have pickles, you can have olives, you can have whatever the fuck you want on a charcuterie.
All right, we don't want the F-bombs. We don't fucking need that.
Hey, we're not. Hey,
I haven't said one.
No,
that's because you can't do it on yours because you're trying to make money. We're not.
No, I'm not making any money. I can say it all the time, but you got me beat, Larry. You said
he
six
had you
already.
he had you beat within the first 90 seconds. This guy.
I know.
Now I forget who was I go. Who was up next?
Reese.
All right, Reese. Thank you.
I'm gonna go with Jimmy on this one. I think Jimmy has something to prove, where Jay is already in the main event spotlight, so to speak. So I'll go with Jimmy on this one.
Hey, real quick, Bubba, on your podcast the other night, Didn't you say that you just don't feel that Jay deserves to be called main event?
I don't think he deserves to be called main event. There's only one main event. He's sitting right beside you.
Look at me getting a rub from Bubba.
I need all the help I can get. I need to, since I'm running for mayor, I need all the votes,
Yes. Chris, who you got in this? I know you're gonna pick good on this one.
I was back and forth on this one, but I feel like Jimmy really hasn't shown himself as a singles competitor, really, and Jay is kind of on that upward trajectory. So I disagree with you that you and Jay, that this is going to be potentially, one of the best matches of the night. I feel like they haven't really shown us their singles, ability yet. They've done fantastic things as tags, but singles matches are vastly different. So, but that being said, I have Jay Uso here.
All right, Jim.
Yeah, I gotta agree with Chris. This is being a singles competitor, we haven't really seen Jay in the center stage before. Looking at it both, this is one of the matches that had to be stumped. I don't know. They could literally go either way on this one. And as I sit here, I'm still hesitant. My initial gut was Jay, but I think I'm going to go Jimmy too. I think he's got to have the bigger push.
Okay, Bubba.
And because his name is Jim.
It doesn't hurt, right?
But sure shit don't help.
Ask my wife. Yeah.
I think it's going to be Jimmy. I think the Bloodline's going to take everything Saturday night.
A good call.
So, on my show, I took Jay. So, I'm screwing everything up.
Yeah, I got to go with main event Jay on this one. Why not? You got.
I want to acknowledge that we went the entire time. No one said yeet once.
No yeet.
No yeet.
All right. Next up is the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championship 6-pack ladder match. No, Jay, this ain't a 6-pack of Natty Daddies, so don't get all excited. we got DIY versus New Day versus New Catch Republic. I don't like that name. I don't like it.
That's a terrible name.
Horrible. Versus Awesome Truth versus Grayson Waller and Austin Theory versus Judgment Day. Jay, who do you got?
You know what I got? The toilet at your house. I could not care less about a match anymore than that tag team division is the quote unquote drizzling shit. But I guess I got to make a pick. So I'm going to go Theory and Waller. I don't know. Who gives a shit?
Reese.
So this is for both of the belt, or it's one team grabs one belt and then the match restarts and then the other
God, I hope not.
I'm pretty sure. You know what, Reese?
I
think I read that also. I think you're right. So they're going to split the tag belts up.
Yeah, there's no undisputed anymore. I'm pretty sure. I may be wrong.
Boy,
this is the match they finally do it.
Larry, I think we're going to have to get Mexican food so I can spend more time in a fucking shitter.
So with that being said, I'm going to say Miz and R-Truth win the Raw belts and DIY wins the SmackDown belts.
Wow. All right. Chris?
Well, I was not prepared to pick two teams.
I'll
Neither
look
was
at
I.
Had I known that the rules of this car crash were that there had to be two survivors, I initially had Miz and Truth winning. I feel like they need to get the tag belt off of Damian Priest so he can cash in, likely Monday. And this match is going to be terrible.
Oh.
I think
God.
I think there are going to be actual car accidents that are going to be more enjoyable to watch than this match will be. This will be a match. This is going to be a match to see who can get themselves hospitalized first and not be in the rest of the match.
This match is going to be on a Young Bucks bullshit level. It's going to be terrible.
Yeah, it's going to be every ladder and table spot you've ever seen times two, because apparently there's two matches. But this is going to be like, if I was in this match, I would see how quickly I could, break an ankle so I could make medical drag me out of the thing. I'm like, please don't make me participate in this anymore. Like I'm going home now.
Damn, you hate this match so bad you want to break an ankle. Wow.
This is gonna make me want to pull a Haku and scoop my own eyeball out.
It's actually I'm seeing that it's being teased. I don't think it's official.
Teased, okay.
Michael Cole confirmed on Raw that the ladder match will have all 4 title belts hanging up.
Who are you waving at, guy? Who's he waving at?
He comes in peace.
Yeah, once the first pair of title belts have been pulled down, the match will continue until the second pair.
That's going to be an hour.
Yeah, that match is going to be forever.
Right, there's 7 matches on night 1, and they're gonna foist this. They're gonna perpetrate this mess on night 1, the same night that you have Rock and Roman in a tag match. Like, why did you just kill tag team wrestling for the rest of forever? Yeah, you're gonna have 6 teams go out there and kill each other for belts that you obviously don't care about because you haven't cared about the tag team division in 2 decades.
This might have to be the opening match because after that train wreck, you got to get everything back on track.
You got it. Yeah. You're gonna have either that or you're gonna have to post armed guards at the doors to keep the fans in the seats.
Especially when it's 45 degrees out.
Go back to your seat. Like, go back to your seat.
It's going to be on a pre-show. I wonder if that's going to be on a pre-show, maybe.
I wouldn't bet on it.
That pre-show ain't long enough, guy.
What?
Yeah, they only got an hour for the pre-show.
Long enough. It starts at 5.
For real?
Hell.
Yeah.
I thought it was 6. I thought it was 6:30.
No, the pre-show starts at 5.
They're talking for an hour.
The show starts at 7, right?
Yes.
Okay, so they're gonna have 2 hours of pre-show.
Pre-show's 2 hours. Said Kal-El.
Yep.
Wow.
Oh, good. So we got to sit through 2 hours of Booker T saying "shucky ducky quack quack."
Well,
he can only say it one time.
That and advertisements for Peacock Premium and Visit Philadelphia,
which nobody's looking to do.
Where you can trip off the curb and fall and vomit and
get shot over a cheese steak sandwich. It ain't worth it.
And watch a guy eat horse shit.
Yeah.
Don't you trip over a curb because you'll hang yourself. Yep. You do that. Jeez, oh man. All right, so
I'll hang myself over a cheesesteak. I'm telling you that right now.
Where are we at now? Who's up?
Mr. Lance.
Is it me? Yeah, I think it's me.
Sorry, I derailed that.
That's all right.
I think Chris is. I'm the cash in is quickly approaching. So I don't have Balor and Damian going back with the belts. I think it's for how loved our Truth is. He's long overdue. I think it's gonna be Miz and Truth, or should I say, Awesome Truth. That takes it home. So if I'm picking 2 champions, I agree with Reese. I think it's going to be DIY.
Okay, Bubba. You gonna pick one or two tag teams?
Oh, I don't know. I'll pick two. But first, I'm going to say Kal-El, because I got it shared on my site, said the pre-show is going to be worse than this year since CM Punk is on it. So
Oh, that's right. He is. Yeah.
I'm only saying what the kid, man, because
where'd he say that at?
he's on my. I'm sharing it on my sites for you, and Kal-El got on and is busting your chops.
Oh,
yeah. So I'm gonna go to Quebecers.
Quebecers.
Yeah, I'll go Gargano and Ciampa, because I do like that tag team. And then since I'm picking two, yeah, it'll probably be the Miz and R-Truth. Whoa, what happened? Why'd I get up top?
Because Jay disappeared.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh no.
We'll see him Punk get on there and everybody disappears.
he gone.
Hopefully he paid his internet.
All right, so I'm gonna take. I got Waller and Austin Theory, and then I gotta go with New Catch Republic. I hate saying the name, but that's who I feel we gotta go with.
That's such a terrible name.
You're great. Yeah.
Horrible name. I keep checking to see if Jay comes back, but we'll come back to him if he comes back on. All right, next up we got LA Knight versus AJ Styles. And let me tell you, AJ Styles is jacked, man. He looks in great shape. Great shape. But just because you're in great shape doesn't mean you're going to win the fucking match. Reese, who you got?
I'm picking, yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to move to Bubba since he's up next in line. Bubba, who you got?
I'm going to take, you know what? I'm going to switch it up because the LA Knight stuff is starting to fizzle out a bit. And I'm going to take AJ Styles for the upset. He's got to win. He has never won at Mania.
Okay. Good pick. Chris?
Yeah, I mean, AJ's in great shape. That DDP yoga must really be working for him.
Is that what he's doing?
I've heard he's done it in the past.
Oh.
If that's, I mean, yeah, it's done wonders for lots of guys, I guess.
Not me.
Actual results may vary. I don't know. But I have LA Knight in this one. I don't think, AJ, again, hasn't meant as much recently than he has. And they've got to try to keep LA Knight hot. I don't know why they've started to cool him off. He's got to be up in that title hunt for when that belt eventually comes off of Roman.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, Jim, who you got in this LA Knight and AJ Styles match?
Yeah, I'm with Chris. I got LA Knight. I really hate that they let him. I mean, do I think the LA Knight thing spills it out a little bit? I think it maybe a little bit. Is it totally gone? Absolutely not. I mean, I myself, when I go to the shows, I'm there, all night long. And I think that they're going to try to get him back on track. But in this match, I think it's going to be LA Knight. But as I was looking through all the matches, I kept trying to ask myself if they're going to do some kind of return with like Uncle Howdy. What match would they do it? This was one of the matches that was out on my list too. Just a randomly, maybe he comes in and has a beef with like AJ Styles or something. I don't know which direction they would go, but that's one of the things I was looking forward to.
Wasn't Bray's last feud with LA Knight?
Something like that, yeah.
And
that was it.
God-awful blackout match?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Mountain Dew blackout match, yeah.
That's right, I forgot about that.
You might be on to something there, Jim.
Yeah, that was my pick too.
Welcome back, Jay. What'd you do? Did you hit a button?
No, I was trying to talk and my mic shut off, and then it just kicked me right the hell out. I don't know what happened.
All right, so you didn't miss anything. So LA Knight versus AJ Styles.
I don't think they have much confidence in LA Knight anymore. I'm gonna go AJ.
Okay. Wow.
I think it's a mistake to have LA Knight on the same show as The Rock.
And we're gonna get into The Rock here shortly. But next up we got Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair, and Naomi versus Damage Control, Dakota Kai, Kairi Sane, and Asuka. Reese, we'll start with you.
I think it's they're booking Jade. Obviously, she didn't debut till Royal Rumble. You obviously had to get her up to par on WWE standards. I think they're going to book her strong. So her losing in her first WrestleMania just, in my opinion, would shit all over it. So I'm picking Jade, Bianca, and Naomi.
Okay. Yeah, and this match came together fast. You know, when was that? SmackDown? Is that where it all came together at, I believe?
I believe so, yeah.
And maybe, thinking about it, maybe she's not quite ready to do a one-on-one singles match yet. So maybe this will help her ease into that role.
Well, your favorite thing when you saw her wrestle in AEW, you always said she was green. So
green like money.
Don't get me started on Monet. I can't stand. She don't get me started.
It's a WWE show, sir.
I know, but you're getting me spun up. The other night when she came on and she was dancing, I fucking threw my remote and I turned the TV off and I went to bed.
That dance.
I can't stand her.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I would probably have to take Nia Jax over her. And
there you go.
What, Larry, calm down. Just calm down. When this show's over, I'll go get you a dozen of wings and I'll bring them to you. You'll be fine. Just calm down.
Make it 2 dozen.
Okay. All right.
All right, Bubba, who you got in this match?
I'm taking the team of Bianca, Naomi, and Jade.
All right. Jay?
Yeah, I agree with Bubba. They're not, and Jade's going to get the pin.
Okay. Chris?
Let me start with, this is one of those matches that they just threw in there because they have to fill 2 nights worth of matches. There are some really weak matches on this card that were just thrown together for no apparent reason. 6-pack ladder matches, this match and the street fight match on night 2 are the matches that are just like, oh, we have to fill 10 hours of programming over 2 nights or whatever. So we got to add matches for no reason. That being said, I think this will go to Bianca Belair 2.0, and Naomi.
and Jade.
Oh, I said that. Bianca Belair 2.0.
Oh, I'm sorry. All right.
We had that gimmick. We went out and got another girl with that gimmick, and Naomi.
Yeah.
Gotcha. A little slow tonight. Sorry about that. Jim?
Yeah, I think Bianca, Jade, Naomi by a landslide.
All right. Next up, we got Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee versus Santos Escobar and Dom. I'm sorry. I'm taking Cargill, Belair, and Naomi too, by the way. Reese, who you got in this next match?
Dom and Escobar. I'm not interested in this match at all.
Same.
Bubba.
Same. I'm taking Dom. I don't care about this match either.
Jay?
Yeah, I'm right in line. I'll take Dom. I don't give a shit.
Mr. Coleman.
Filler match bonanza here. Yeah, this is another one of those matches that they just needed to put guys on the show. That being said, Escobar and Dom.
Jim?
Yep, same boat. Escobar, Dom, for sure. Yeah, they'll keep pushing Dom.
Oh, I'm taking Ray and Dragon Lee on this one. And let's not forget, guys, we're gonna have a supposed rap concert there too with
Oh God,
what's his name, Reese? I know you're a rap guy.
was a rap guy, Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
Oh, that's going to be awesome. Let me tell you.
I'm sure you'll be
I can't wait to
dancing
get
up
my
the
grill.
floor.
I can't wait to put my grill in and start hip hop dancing.
Yeah.
I would
Isn't-
pay
isn't-
I would pay a large sum of money to see that happen.
Oh, I can cut the move. I don't know about
What?
putting the grill in the mouth, but try.
How large? How large? We got a show coming up.
yeah, yeah.
They're in Philly. Why not have Meek Mill perform instead of Lil Wayne?
Meek Mill's at the show.
Who's that?
That's what I mean. He's already going to be at the show. Why not have him perform?
He's supposed to do. He's supposed to do the voiceover of the opening segment, like the video that they do. You know.
I wouldn't be surprised if Philly shits all over Lil Wayne since he's a big Packers fan.
Why not do 3 hours of wrestling and send the fans home happy? Why do we have to do rap concerts and dramatic readings from assholes I've never heard of and all this other crap? Why don't we do wrestling on a wrestling show and send everybody home happy?
Because there's entertainment, sports entertainment.
I don't find that part very entertaining.
Me either.
I find it distracting from my wrestling.
I agree.
That might be a bathroom segment there.
It's not entertainment mania. It's WrestleMania. Try fucking
Agreed.
wrestling.
Yeah.
I think we're all going to be fighting over the bathroom there.
Yeah. I'll go shit in the yard like a dog. I don't care.
Yeah.
Won't be the first time you shit in my yard.
That's
Anyway.
I've thrown up in your yard. I never shit in it.
All right, so we got Cody and Seth Rollins versus The Rock and Roman Reigns. If Cody and Rollins win, no bloodline for night 2. But if Cody and Rollins loses, it's bloodline rules for night 2. Reese?
I'm going to go Rock and Roman on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Just so you can see the crybabies.
Bubba.
Well, I told you it's going to be the bloodline run and everything Saturday. So, I mean, The Rock and Roman they're not losing Saturday night. There's no way. So, it's going to make it more interesting for Sunday. Ooh.
I'm just speaking my truth. That's all.
I bet you that's Donnie right there.
I'm just speaking the truth. I'd rather watch wrestling on the wrestling show.
No, I agree. I don't.
Yeah.
And let's they had that show in Australia, and they forced those people to watch like an hour's worth of advertisements for tourism in their own country instead of wrestling.
Yeah, that was I felt bad for those people. That was a total ripoff.
Come visit Australia. We're already here.
Yeah.
All right. Jay, right? You're up next.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go Rock and Roman.
Chris.
I'm gonna go with Rock and Roman as well. So I see that going that way. So that way there's all manner of shenanigans in the Cody and Roman match on night 2. That way, Solo and Jimmy and Paul and cousins we don't even know about can get involved, and there can be all kind of shit go on for that match.
Agree. Jim.
Yeah. This is their chance to throw everything but the kitchen sink into the ring, or maybe that too, for this match, for night 2, I should say, for Cody Roman. So definitely rock Roman for this one too.
Absolutely. I'm also taking Rock and Roman. So I believe it's going to be, bloodline rules. Like Coleman said, I think we're going to see. Could we see Jacob Fatu?
I mean, we might see Uncle L.A. Smooth. Who knows?
Yes, that's another one. Tama Tonga. I mean,
you know what? I totally forgot about that. That would be the perfect place for him to show up.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, we forgot Rikishi for his kids match.
Oh yeah, Bubba. Yeah.
Forgot about that. Yeah.
I actually thought that he was going to be remember, Bubba? I think I said to you on your podcast, I thought he was going to get involved in the brother versus brother match.
Yeah. Well, he's flying out there, so he's there. So
he could come out, super kick them both, and he wins. Yes.
Yeah. I told you kids never to do this.
I told you, little bastard, stop your shit.
Yeah.
Yep. Think, place, discipline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be a really good match, though. I really do. Only because, well, we'll get into that here in a second.
Yeah.
So next up, we got the World Heavyweight Championship, Rollins versus Drew. Reese?
I think Rollins retains for the night in this one. I think there'll be a different champion come Monday. You got to save something for the night or the Raw after WrestleMania.
I don't know. I don't know. Bubba?
Well, I like Drew. Like I said yesterday or that night before, when Drew was champion, he never got to defend it in front of people. And he's still running this CM Punk angle. He's going to run it in the ground. And that's when CM Punk and him are going to feud for the title. And that's where Punk probably gets his title regime beating Drew. It's going to take a little bit, but I believe Drew is going to take the title. Priest is going to try to cash in Monday, and he's not going to get anything because, no offense, Damian Priest is not going to change the meter in anything on any type of TV meter or wrestling meter in anybody's eyes, in my eyes anyway.
No, you're not alone on that. I agree.
Okay.
See, but Bubba, no disrespect, I'm just the opposite. I think if Damian would cash in, it would be a big pop night 1. Over the long term, though, it's not going to make a damn difference. But
out of that whole Judgment Day, Dominic's the one that actually got is the meter running for me and Rhea.
Yeah, you're right. I just think, man, I don't know. I think Seth retains, and then Priest cashes in Monday night.
Chris?
I'm looking at this as, as much as I'd like to see Drew with the World Heavyweight title, I don't think it's going to happen at Mania. I think Rollins is going to retain here. He's going to be battered and beaten and worse for wear. And then Priest is going to cash in on an injured Seth Rollins on Monday. So that way they can give, I think Rollins isn't as 100% as he claims to be. So,
right.
I think he needs some. I think he needs some time off. So give him some time off here. Let Priest take it, and then I. On the same token, I disagree with Bubba there. I don't foresee McIntyre and CM Punk feuding for a title. I don't feel Punk is one of those guys that needs a title. The position he's in right now, I don't feel like he needs a title to get over or do more for anybody he's in the ring with.
But they're still probably going to give him a chance for a title shot. He's probably going to win a title, and that would be you know what I mean? Because they didn't sign him to do something. I know he doesn't need a title, but this is Drew's best promos and cutting on CM Punk and doing the grave thing meme and stuff like that. And I just eventually, because that could be a good feud right there. I think it could be, and it could be, and it should be for the title, because anybody could take it off of Drew, which I don't like, would probably be Punk coming back 100%, and hopefully he doesn't break anything else.
Unless you turn Gunther babyface.
Oh,
well,
and then you
you blew all my shit all out of the water. Damn you!
you turn Gunther babyface going after either Damian Priest or Drew McIntyre.
But the thing, guys, is they have a pay-per-view, another Castle show, so the headliner will be Drew taking the title to Scotland, because last time he was there, he lost it.
That's
right.
cool. Yeah.
Quite possible.
I don't know shit. I don't know nothing. I'm okay.
Jim?
Yeah, my whole basis of picking someone from this match was, what are they going to do with Priest in the briefcase? I mean, there's still time for him to cash it in. But even as like the other one of the other matches, like I said, I sit here now and I still can't pick one. Gun to my head. I feel like they've been pushing Drew so hard that he's going to win it, so I'm going to have to pick Drew.
Okay.
How about that casket promo though? That was pretty sweet.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's like Bubba said. He's doing his best promos.
Well, he's doing stuff. He's doing stuff even in the fans, like driving around, playing his music, and like, fuck you people, and he's driving around. And
he's doing his best work, I think, right now. In my opinion, I think he's been sweet. Yeah.
I agree, Jim. I agree.
Yeah.
I'm taking Drew, only because I feel that Rollins is going to take some time off. I think, again, Priest cashes in Monday. I don't think he wins. I think Bubba's right. He has to take it over to Scotland. He's But I mean, who knows? It's the WWE. It's a new regime, as we know in WWE.
Yeah.
Do
you think the whole plan with Priest winning the briefcase last summer, do you think that the plan for him changed immediately at some point? Like, I think it was maybe Rollins is the one that has had it the longest since then. He cashed in at WrestleMania. Do you think that the plan for him was maybe to cash in on someone else and it just didn't work out? They just kept kicking the can down the road. Now here we are. I every time I see him with that briefcase, I'm trying to think of where they were going to maybe have him cash it in, because I didn't think that him holding it this long was part of the plan.
I could see that being being the case. Like, okay, coming out of that match with Bad Bunny and kind of how hot he was there, they're like, okay, I think it's about time. And then maybe he had a match or two where they're like, maybe not. Maybe we wait. And then it just hasn't felt like the right time yet.
Yeah. Good.
And Jim, you may be right. Maybe it was a plan at one time. But no pun intended, but Vince McMahon probably shit all over it. Nope.
Well, come on.
I'm just being honest. Maybe Vince didn't like it, so he shit on it, and it was put on the back burner.
Would you stop?
I'm just I'm telling you how I feel, Lund. Just telling you how I feel. All right. Next up, we got the undisputed WWE Universal Championship, Cody versus Roman. Are we going to see this, guys? Are we going to see this again Monday? Are we going to see that? Are we going to see something more like this on WrestleMania? Cody laying in a pool of blood? Who knows? I think it's going to be one hell of a match. I'll give my thoughts last, though. Reese?
I'm going to go with who I want to win on this one. I'm going to pick Roman retaining.
I need to hear why. I got to hear this.
Me too.
I don't know why. I like to be different. Don't even say nothing, Larry. I don't know. Like I can't take Cody serious.
Why did you look at me when you said that?
Because when I said I like to be different. You fuck.
Sorry. Well, I was looking at the good eye. The other eye went the other way. I wasn't sure who you was looking at. I'm sorry.
Oh, he's playing Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
You had that in the fucking bag.
You know, I always set everybody up. I got a reason for everything.
I don't think the bloodline story's over. I really don't.
But how can you let it go on longer?
I don't know, man. That's what I feel.
Part of me thinks that you may be right.
Because I think I don't know what it is, but I think there's a different angle that hasn't been obviously shown yet.
Yes, I was going to get to that. Yes, remember that. Keep that thought, Bubba. Cody or Roman?
Okay, here's my little story in the story. As I said the other day, they have to finish this story, but it's not the end of the story of the bloodline because Roman's going to lose to Cody, but then the bloodline is going to be revamped, regrouped, and The Rock is going to be taking it. That's the only way because The Rock is not going to be center stage to nobody, not even to his own cousin. He was on the Tonight Show the other night with Jimmy Fallon, and The Rock was conducting almost the whole interview, and Reigns was just sitting there, So The Rock is just sitting in standby until Roman loses the belt. This big, huge story, which is longer than Hogan Savage storyline. This bloodline thing is probably the longest storyline I think in wrestling in a long time. I could be wrong. Sometimes I am wrong.
It at least feels like that, yeah.
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 But I think Cody's going to win. He's going to have his story. But then The Rock and Cody, they have to meet one-on-one because you don't get an ass kicking like that and not get some receipts. So that is going to be setting stuff up.
But I don't think it's not going to be immediate because isn't Rock going to
he's got a movie
right after?
He's got a movie, but he could do whatever he wants. He could film a couple scenes, do a Raw or do whatever, pop in, pop out. He can call his own shots, and there's no executive in Hollywood that's going to tell him no.
Agree. Jay?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Cody, but it's not gonna end there. There's something else that's gonna to come behind it. Like Bubba said, there's no way that this dude makes you bleed and just continues to beat your ass, and you don't get some kind of redemption or a receipt, as Bubba said. There's no way that happens. So I'm gonna go Cody, and somehow it's good. Maybe SummerSlam. I don't know how long movie commitments go. I've only ever been in one movie before.
Was it legit?
I
You
I
can see,
asked
you can see it on Pornhub.
I asked her not. I asked her not to release the tapes. So,
Yeah.
but now it's gonna be Cody. But then there's got to be something after that. It's not gonna be over with.
Chris,
I think it is Cody Rhodes, because if it's not Cody Rhodes now, then who is it? Yeah, you don't have a baby face more popular right now than Cody Rhodes. So if it's not Cody Rhodes to end Roman Reigns' title run here, who takes it off of him? It's they've got to finish that up. But as far as Cody then getting retribution on The Rock, I don't know that that's necessarily going to happen, because he is going back to Hollywood, and he is going, movie executives are not going to want him risking getting injured and missing out on, weeks or months of shooting, a $40 million film for him to go play wrestler once a month. So I feel like in most cases in traditional, wrestling, Cody would need to get some retribution. But I think in this case, The Rock is the one guy that you're never going to get that back on.
But what about if he just plays it off in promos and promos and promos, and then after that they do set up a match eventually? There has to be a match eventually.
Maybe. I don't know that there necessarily is, though. I see it more going, Cody finishes the story and then the bloodline implodes, and it's Rock and Roman more so than it would be Rock and Cody.
Yeah.
Damn you.
Damn you.
and again, I when I get my turn, that I'm going to tell you, Jim.
Yeah, I'm also taking Cody. I think my bigger question is, Cody's going to win. My question, bigger than who's going to win, is how we're going to get there. There's so many different ways they can take this. We still don't know what the whisper was in the ear of Cody from The Rock. My initial reaction was, what if he whispered to him, okay, now we make it real, to try to sell Roman that, hey, I'm part of the bloodline. Now let's I want to be head of the table. Now let's make sure we make it look real. So when I turn on him, it's not as it's a huge surprise to him. So at WrestleMania, for all I know, here's what I want to happen is, Cody wins. There's some kind of mishap. The Rock turns on Roman because he wants to be head of the table, and it comes SummerSlam, we have our Rock Roman match like Triple H won.
You took the words right out of my mouth, Jim. But Cody they didn't say what The Rock whispered into his ear. He said he's going to make him bleed. Am I right, boys? I believe that's what they said.
Was that officially what it was?
Cody responded that he made a promise. The Rock made a promise that he can't keep, and he ended up keeping that promise because he made Cody bleed.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So we'll see how we get there.
Yes. I'm also taking Cody. And I think that The Rock is going to turn on Roman. I believe that. And I can't remember who said it, but I think the the bloodline is disbands. It's gone. I mean, there's so many freaking ways they can go with this.
Yeah.
But it's going to be exciting to see how it plays out, and I just hope I can stay up for night 2 for it, because it's going to be the last match.
I won't get to see it. I won't get to see night 2 at all.
Oh, you got to work.
Oh, that sucks, man.
I might go hide and Open up Peacock on my phone.
Yeah.
There you go. But yeah, so I mean, WrestleMania 40 in Philly's, you know, they said every year it's going to be the biggest WrestleMania in history until next year.
It's going to be the
WrestleMania 41.
coldest.
Coldest for
Yes.
sure. Yeah.
Yes. And our buddy Kel-L's going.
He's
He's going to be
going to
bundled.
freeze.
He's
Oh,
going to be
lucky.
bundled up in his winter gear, drinking his slushy primes because they're going to be frozen.
And the sad part about it is, I knew this was going to happen because you cannot trust Pennsylvania weather
Never.
in April.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. I feel like I'm missing a match. Am I missing a match?
Final Testament versus the Pride.
Who's the Pride?
Yes,
Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits.
The street
Oh,
fight.
yeah.
that's right. I knew I was missing one. All right, real quick, Reese,
The Pride.
Bubba,
Final Testament.
Jay.
Yeah, it's Final Testament. Who gives a shit?
Jay's back. The angry cat's back. There he is. Chris.
Final Testament.
Jim.
Final Testament.
Striker. Final Testament. Cal says Roman spears Rock on accident and Rock turns or Rock just turned for no reason. Eric Cassidy says, gentlemen, do you think that Jake Paul and Mike Tyson make an appearance to hype up their fight in June?
No.
Nah.
Okay.
They don't need to hype this WrestleMania up anymore.
Right.
Yeah, we're already there. Sure.
Cal says, I just can't see it being that cold in a stadium with all those people there. Cal, there's no freaking roof. There's no roof.
Yeah. Pack warm, little buddy.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's gonna be cold.
Hand warmers. Take a thermos with you. Put some chicken noodle soup in there, or SpaghettiOs, whatever you like, kid. It's gonna be cool.
Shot a wild turkey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to take Southern Comfort with me when I was going to Steeler games. That'd warm your rate up.
Yes, it would.
And that was in 3rd grade.
That was hey, listen. I had to do what I had to do. That's why all my organs are failing right now, currently.
Oh Jesus!
I'm taking carrying cross and authors of pain. I forgot to even pick who I was taking. And real quick, tomorrow night they're doing the Andre Battle Royal. No interest in that for me. However, I got Andrade winning that. I don't know who's all in it. If you just want to make a pick, go ahead. I'm not sure who's all in it. Reese.
Andrade.
This ain't the Triple B experience where Bubba puts, or I don't put up.
Sorry.
Fancy graphics, right? Yeah.
Fancy
Sorry.
graphics.
I'm so sorry.
That's why you're the #1 podcast in Pennsylvania.
Well, God bless you. I in my dreams,
Who are you taking on this one?
I'm taking Chad Gable.
Okay. Jay?
Yeah, I'm gonna go Gable also.
Chris?
Chad Gable.
Jim?
Yeah, Gable sounds right.
So are you all picking Gable and Andrade because that's the only two that me and Reese picked because you just don't know who else is in it?
No, there's the Creed brothers are in it. Ricochet's in it.
Those are the only
There's-
two big
yeah.
names. Those are the big names that they're going to be pushing. They need to push.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, makes sense.
The people that need to be involved.
And the Creed brothers should have been in a tag team ladder match.
Yeah,
God damn
agreed.
right they should have been.
Shit stain Nakamura is in there. Almost.
Yeah, I don't.
Oof, almost.
Oh God.
Kit
Oh.
Wilson, Elton Prince, Ashante Adonis, Cedric the Entertainer, Cameron Grimes,
I thought Cedric the Entertainer.
Ivar, Otis, Akira Tozawa, Apollo Crews.
I didn't understand a word you just said for the past 45 seconds.
I said Akira Tozawa.
You
Otis.
do it, you'll clean it up.
There it is, Ivar JD McBobblehead.
That's JD Funko.
But yeah.
Hey, Jay, leave him go. If he wants to call him what he called him, let him go.
Shut up. I'll call you something.
Oh, God. Anyway, that is it for WrestleMania 40 with our picks. It's going to be an interesting night. Bubba, I know you're having a party. I'm going to have the scanner on, so if I hear anything fucking going on in Indiana County.
Well, I am the mayor. I can tell the cops to stay home.
All right. Well, I got the bail money ready, so just in case.
Okay, cool.
But you know, I'm going to put you on the spot tonight, Bubba. You know, as you noticed, the APWF is coming back at June 23rd with a show.
Okay.
And you know, been releasing talent announcements. There's only a few left. Do you want to give?
Would you like to say it on your show? I'd be more than happy if you could say it on your show if you'd like.
I want you to say it on your show. You know, we got 3 announcements left. We got the main event, and then we got one other one, but we're still waiting to release the other one.
Well, the sprinkle, the old sprinkle could be the last one. But if you want to have a name, and if everybody's listening, I can drop. Let me drop the one name. You want to do one name, or do you want to do 2? No, the other one.
You do what you.
Well, no, it's a team effort. I believe the other one that we'd like to drop, we're going to hold off. We're going to hold off for a little bit.
Yes.
But I will tell everybody that one of the names we did sign, and somebody just gave me a text during your show, and they wanted to know if this guy was going to be on it. And I said, we're working on it. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to let the cat out of the bag. We have signed big time Bill Collier for the match, for a match on June 23rd, bell time at 3 p.m. And then I'm going to give who Bill is going to be facing if everything is signed up. If you want to, yep. This has never happened. Yeah, this has never happened in Indiana County. Never. This is historic. It'll be a historic match. It's something, and I want to say this real quick. Everybody that we have booked, everybody I've wanted on the first show. So, and I'm deeply honored with the staff that I have kicking ass and taking names. And it's not about me. It's about people that want to see something fulfilled and bring something back that means a lot to me, because the APWF has a lot of history. A lot of these wrestlers wrestling right now have no idea what the company was because it hasn't been around a long time. It has a lot of wrestling history. Back in the days, the APWF used to book a lot of big names. We used to have a lot of stuff. We had some great storylines. That I don't know about the storylines, because we're looking maybe the storylines will be in the shows, because I just said I was going to run one show. But I don't want to take up more of Larry's time.
No, take your time. I want you to take your time.
The matchup that we're going to have for the main event is big time Bill Collier facing the NWA World Champion EC3.
Whoa!
Yes, and Bill is going for a world title shot in Indiana, Pennsylvania. I got goosebumps just thinking about this.
Yeah, my hair's standing up.
Yeah, so it's huge, and that is one of the main events. That is something that we just put out on the show tonight. We just did it on Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk. And I've contacted EC3. There's going to be a little meet and greet before. So we'll do that up. But the main event is big time Bill Collier going for the NWA world title in Indiana, Pennsylvania. It's never, ever happened. Bruno Sammartino has been in Indiana back in the days. Hulk Hogan's been here. Sting has been in Indiana County. but there has never been an NWA world title. The only time the world title was going to be defended, I was going to be wrestling the Sheik, who was the NWA world title, and it did not happen due to not having a promoter's license, not on my part, but for the promoter's part, and we were still going to do this. And I was going to get my shot at the NWA world title. It did not happen. And that's a shoot. That's true. Bill's going to get an opportunity for the NWA world title. And we all know Bill Collier, and Bill is so deserving of this. And Bill's a champion everywhere he goes. And Bill's just, any company would want to have Bill Collier on its roster. And I'm so glad that Bill actually had that date open. And I'm very appreciative of everybody that's coming on the show. And I'm very appreciative of the staff that I have. So I'm ready to kick ass and take names June 23rd with this big, huge double main event. Big time Bill Collier against EC3 for the NWA world title. I don't think I'm messing around this time. So hopefully we can pack the house and the S&T Bank Arena, 400 chairs on the floor, and we have a grandstand. So if we fill everything up, I'm going to kiss the ground and I'll start going to church again.
Very cool. There you have it, folks.
That's huge.
June 23rd, EC3 going up against big time Bill Collier for the NWA title. But Bubba, something you said one of two main events that evening or that day.
Well, in my eyes, it's the main event, and we haven't signed the dotted contract with this matchup, and that's why I'm not putting it out there right now.
Right.
But it is something where a lot of people have actually talked about the wrestler or wrestlers or whatever, if they were on the show. So this is the last little nugget. We got one more reveal, and when that goes down, I'm very appreciative if this goes down. And I'm excited because it was one of the reasons, why I wanted to do this again. So
Bubba,
I'm not going to give. Hello,
Bubba. Would you like to make the announcement?
No, I think maybe you, Chris Coleman, would love to make the announcement.
I've got the contract envelope right here in my hand.
Oh wow! What are we doing here tonight, boys? On Pro Wrestling
This contract envelope is addressed to myself and Mr. Tap Out. The return of Team Tap Out, Indiana County's #1 tag team, June 23rd. I will be opening that envelope this weekend. Mr. Tap Out and I will be signing that contract, sending it back to Bubba.
Thank you.
And we will take on whoever Bubba would like to see Team Tap Out face on that show. But this contract is getting signed this weekend and will be back in his hand by Monday morning.
Wow. I didn't think you were going to say it.
The first time we have wrestled as a team in 15 years.
Yes, and ladies and gentlemen of Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk, some people actually get a little bow at the end. This could be the last time that Team Tap Out will be together, maybe or hopefully or whatever. And I wanted to get those guys back in. They are former APWF champions. They were champions in every federation that they ever wrestled in. And it's just noteworthy that they are going to be everybody wanted to see them, and they were going to be in Indiana, Pennsylvania at the S&T Bank Arena. And I know Mr. Tap Out is training like no other, and Chris is still doing what he's doing best, beating people up and winning titles. So that was the last one right there. So
that's
awesome,
it,
man.
Yeah.
Congrats
so
to you guys.
Congrats, so everybody, thank you. Everybody get your tickets. Tickets will be going on sale soon. The website is getting up. I have to get the tickets with the website all gathered up. Honestly, I'm not going to lie to everybody. I got to get an LLC because this is not going to be the old APWF. It's going to be business run oriented. So, and I
Very
just
cool.
want to say real quick, thank you to everybody that's on the staff. And I do have a great staff, and I do appreciate them, guys and girls, very, very seriously. And if people want to help out and they want to sponsor the APWF, hit me up. I got some great sponsors. I got a lot of people that are just there's a lot of buzz about this. And some of these guys that are on the show, I've just seen them wrestle for many, many years. They've never been on an APWF show. And that will be the show. The 23rd will be the show that they'll be on. And hopefully we can make it explode and make wrestling a part of entertainment in Indiana County and beyond. So thanks, Larry, for letting me.
Absolutely.
Well, and Larry's part of the staff. I just want everybody to know Larry's part of the staff. So I don't know. He ain't going to say nothing, but Larry does a great job.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And also, if you want to check out who else is going to be at the show on the 23rd, go to the APWF event page or the APWF page itself, right, Bubba? It's a page, right?
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
Facebook page, and the website is, which will be up very, very soon, is apwfwrestling.com.
That's
And
right.
if anybody got any old, pictures of APWF stuff, we'll put it on our Facebook stuff and stuff like that, so people know we've been around before. This just ain't the first time going down into a wrestling company. People think that because some people that they just don't remember, or they're a little young. That's okay. I'm old, but okay.
But definitely go and check out those two places. You can see the whole, all the talent announcements for the 23rd. Amazing show is going to be on the 23rd. Chris, I know you and Donnie are going to absolutely kill it. I'm excited, and we have a group chat that we use, and Donnie, or for the mega cast for Bubba's podcast. And he sent that picture over late last night, and I got it this morning. Holy shit!
Inspirational.
Any team that they're going to face, they're in trouble. Between Chris and Donnie, man,
it's just
good Lord.
If this is Team Tap Out's last hurrah, then we're going out on our shield. So be it.
That's awesome.
I appreciate it. I appreciate you signing that, and I appreciate you guys. I know you guys have been long discussions and stuff, so I do appreciate you guys doing this. And yeah.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna get out of here and head to the gym.
Dedication.
Awesome.
I love that.
That's awesome. Thank you, everybody. Reese, Bubba, JJ, Chris, and Jim, thank you so much for coming. Reese and JJ, they're always on the show. But guys, thank you for being special guests tonight.
You're welcome.
So excited for those announcements you made tonight, Bubba and Chris. Hope to see you on the 23rd. Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk. We are out for tonight. Happy WrestleMania weekend. And as always, Top Guys out. Have a good night, everybody.
See you guys. Have a good one.